All right, here we have the Christmas tree watering robot. How it works is this cup here has a water sensor and a tube. This one is the supply. It has a water sensor and a tube. So again, this one's the tree. This one is the supply, which could be a gallon of water, a bucket of water, whatever you need it to be, something relatively big so you don't have to change it all the time. Then this is the control box. It has a pump here on top, just a little diaphragm pump, 12 volts DC. Inside, there's an ESP 8266 with a little OLED shield. You can see it shows the supply is wet, the tree is wet, and what the level sensor analog value is. You can see the current state. It's normally in sleep mode, and then does a quick check. I was gonna excite these water sensors with a digital pin, but I ran out of pins on the ESP, so they're on all the time, which isn't ideal because while these sensors are on, they're electrolyzing the water and they're gonna erode the sensors. Just for the Christmas season, a couple weeks, hopefully it won't matter, but we'll see when we're done. The ESP, again, the sensors are those two little boards there, and then it drives these two output relays, 12 volt relays. One is driving that pump I mentioned before, and the other's connected to this light on a long harness that'll hang in the tree. So you'll have one light in the tree that glows a different color. It's purple, kind of bright, and will indicate the status of the machine. Solid means it's sleeping or checking. Solid blue means it's pumping. Flashing slow blue, actually I'll show you. So we'll uncover the sensor. It's solid blue when it's pumping. Get the focus. If the supply, let's pull this out so you can see if the supply goes dry, it'll do a slow blink until it's refilled. Again, if the supply is empty, it'll pump. If the tree is empty, it'll pump. If there's a sensor error, which I'm not going to do right here, but if the sensor comes unplugged, it'll read an out of range value, so it flashes quickly, which is the same error code you get as if it pumps too long. So what I'll do is let it pump and then pour it back in the supply, just so you can see it go. And if it goes for more than 10 seconds, the light will start flashing fast to say there's a timeout. That just prevents you from overwatering if there's some other problem, like the tree sensor isn't working but it's not detected, or there's quite a few other failure cases that'll cover. Meanwhile, the display in here, if you were to look at it, says fail safe. You can see the state says fail safe. Turn it around. State says fail safe. You can also see on there the two numbers on the bottom next to pump versus off. The first number is the amount of time it pumped during the last pumping session. You can see that's where the 10 is, where it timed out, and 17 is the total pumping time. You can't leave the fail-safe state or the sensor broken state without resetting it. There's a little reset button here. So that's the system. I'm going to let it run for 24 hours or so. You'll see after it fills up like that, sometimes I'll click on for a second, just because there's a little bit of noise on the sensor. So if it's pumping right to the edge of where it's on, there's no hysteresis or anything on it. It'll sometimes chatter a little bit, but eventually it'll overfill it and keep it there.